Welcome everybody once again to Top Individuals.
How the fuck's going on?
How the fuck is going on, mate?
Incredible.
You heard it here first.
Just want to apologise to everyone for last night.
Why are we apologising?
Well,
Like,
that's a
what
good
did we
point.
do wrong?
Yeah, fuck you, Twitch. Don't ban us, but fuck you.
Yeah.
Twitch was down last night. If you didn't know, had some issues. Obviously connecting to anything and trying to access it. So we pretty much just called it and said we'd do it today. So if you're watching, thank you for readjusting your schedule.
And by said, it was like last minute.
It was pretty last minute, yeah. Got to like last 10
just-
minutes and we're like, nah,
Yeah.
wasn't worth it. So yeah, that's a little bit of housekeeping out of the way. Now real quickly, tomatoes in season or?
They sure are, Alex. They sure are.
Oh, I haven't used this in a while. Fuck. There it is.
End the stream there. That's what
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, everybody. See you later. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Cheers, appreciate it. Nah, just kidding. Yeah, how good?
Yeah, it's good. I just want to get a quick update on Victoria and how they're going. Because as I'm not even meant to be here this week,
Yes.
I was meant to go away.
Is that how early you're meant to be gone?
Yep.
I was meant to be going the weekend just gone, and they just said, "Nah, hold out for another couple of weeks so we can wait till we get more busy. So otherwise, I'll just be sitting around doing fuck all there."
No shit. Well, coming to you live from lockdown, mate. In a day. What are we up to? What's today? Today's Wednesday, right?
Don't you find out tomorrow?
No, they've already. Oh, we find out more, but they've kind of already stated that unless shit really hits the fan, restrictions are being eased. Wouldn't use the word lifted. We're going from a 10-kilometer, 25-kilometer bubble for metro.
Oh, yeah.
Restaurants will open up again and stuff with a density limit, and you need masks pretty much everywhere. Offices at 25% capacity, or 10 people max, depending on whatever's greater. Outside dining, I think.
So things are kind of open, but yeah, half.
The biggest one is you can't do indoor gatherings though.
Yeah, alright,
Like
fair.
personal gatherings.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't
At
meet
all?
publicly. Yeah, at all. And like it makes sense, sort of. Like it kind of sucks ass, but the whole point is, if I go anywhere outside, if we go to dinner, like 6 of us or whatever, that entire event is contact traced. And because you're in a public setting, you probably are actually going to abide by the rules, and like.
Can you apply to be like for those QR codes, like for your own personal use?
You're trying to make yourself a property.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think you can.
Right? If you have like an event, like if you're having
if you have a big party.
like, all right, well, I'm gonna go to the website, get one made. What's your name of your place? All right, this
register a new business or venue.
Yeah, that sort of thing. It won't be a business, but you could register yourself as a venue.
As a venue, yeah. And just say, I'm hosting.
It's like 3 people. Make sure you check in, boys.
Hey, it's not my fault. I invited people from Adelaide and they couldn't make it. It's only 3 people.
Jeez.
But yeah, so you can't go around people's houses, and also you can't really go into work. Like the capacity amount's insane. You have to wear a mask the entire day while working. So no one wants to fucking do that.
And Alex, you're meant to be going to Melbourne, right?
Oh yeah,
So did you get a refund or change your flights?
Yep, I was meant to be going on Monday and got it refunded. So
you're gonna rebook, or you're just gonna wait it out a bit?
Just wait it out for a bit, see what happens with Melbourne, because I'm obviously not gonna want to go if I can't even fucking sit at a cafe, But that's alright. Whatever.
Well, that's only one half of it. It's also the fact that you need to kind of make sure that South Australia is like, yeah, cool, come back.
Yeah, well, that was the other thing we were worried about, and it's like, well, if we come back, we're gonna have to stay in a hotel or some shit. So it's not worth it.
And pay $3,000.
Yeah, so yeah.
They make you pay for it, are they?
Pretty sure.
What's that?
They make you pay for it. What was if you can't pay for it?
You do pay for it. I mean, they put you on a payment plan. It's the government debt. You probably go on a payment plan, but yeah, it is still your bill to pay.
Yeah. Wait, what's that? Oh, we got a new follower. Thank you, Jake Martin. Champion.
Oh,
We love
What
you.
are the chances?
Wow.
98.
Wow.
That's an interesting Twitch name. I wonder who that person is.
Could
I
be
wonder if
anyone.
he was
Could be
born
anyone.
in 98.
Could be. Could be. Either way, I think we start moving on to the actual topics of this episode.
What do you got, mate?
So, as many people know, this is our conspiracy episode. So, we're going to be talking mostly about conspiracies and.
Now, are you both talking about one?
Oh, if
Or
we got
just
time,
one?
if we got time. I don't think mine will
We'll
take
go-
way too
We'll
long.
go with
but
Alex's. Instead of going from
I haven't got one prepared, so.
not surprised.
That's right. We took bets on it earlier, whether or not you have one prepared.
Nah.
He's too busy in the Matrix, mate, trying to find the.
I didn't even bother looking. I was just gonna wait till this week, see what's the go, and then
Well, you got a bit of time.
I'm a pretty busy man.
Yeah, I'm sure. Look, either way, all right. So, where to begin? All right. So,
Can you give us a title?
nah, there's no title to it. So basically,
So title to it. Make a title.
all
Oh,
right.
make a title. Yeah, you fucking dweeb.
Give it a.
Okay, you
Oh,
ready
your
for this?
title?
The conspiracy. Ho ho.
That's a film.
What?
I like that film a lot.
Oh,
Conspiracy of what?
Anyway, let me dive into it. So, you guys know about the Bible, right? Everyone knows the Bible. A Bible. It's the Bible.
Wait, the Jesus one
Yeah, that one.
or the Satan one?
Nah, not the Satan one. Oh, maybe.
Okay.
Anyway. So, the most, I guess, proper version of it is the King James Bible. That was sort of the first one that became like Englishized. Like it was actually readable.
Westernized? you
Yeah,
mean?
westernized. Yeah. So it was basically the first one that they ever made where it was actually readable for most people, and they basically just translated all these like old like Hebrew and Greek fucking texts and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
So
1611.
yes, so it started production in 1610, and yeah, 1611 I think it was out. So it's 400 years old now.
Never knew that.
Yeah, so obviously there's been a lot of different variations since, depending on the religions, but that's pretty much the oldest tracked one where anyone could actually read it. The Bible you read today is still going to be vastly different unless it specifically states it's the King James Bible. The weird thing is, King James did not write any of it. He just commissioned it. So that's the thing. Crazy.
Matt says shock.
Crazy.
Matt says it's shock.
What a racist.
I mean, back in those days, probably. So yeah, the whole thing is, no one actually knows who wrote the Bible, like the English version of it.
God.
Well, yeah, that's true. He did
So
write it. He did
if
write
you're
it in
able to
English.
tell me, how do they know that he didn't write it? There's just no recollection of.
Because he has it's specifically like he did not write. That's not his thing. He was just a priest. So he's just the priest, and he said that in the reports it's basically that he commissioned a whole bunch of people.
Was he an archbishop or just a priest?
I think he might have been an archbishop. I actually don't know. You're just poking holes in my.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
Nah, no, I actually don't know. He was a priest of some
if
type.
if they named it after him, he must have been pretty high
Could have been a king.
in the. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a king of Scotland.
But yeah, so where was I? Yeah, so basically he commissioned a whole bunch of scholars and shit to actually write the Bible. So, essentially, yeah, a whole bunch of people wrote it, etc. But it's never been credited as to who has actually, like, written in it, like who were the scholars or whatever. But there's been a lot of suspects and things like that. Now, the big thing is that like the big sort of conspiracy going around for it is that the person who wrote and commissioned, oversaw majority of the writing was Shakespeare, which is pretty weird. So the whole thing about that is basically he was a very smart dude, and a lot of the English we speak today is, based off Shakespeare English. So he wrote, he made up fucking 500 words or whatever. Yeah, he made yes.
What was that? Yes.
Shakespeare impersonation over here.
That's quite good.
So yeah, basically, yeah, super smart dude. Makes sense, right? You can translate shit, sure. But obviously that's just fucking theories, whatever. Who gives a fuck? Like, all right, cool, he wrote it, whatever. But there's a lot of like Easter eggs in the Bible that actually sort of show that it may have actually been Shakespeare. And the biggest one is there's this page, or this passage called.
It's the first page, and it
Yeah,
says
it's first page.
written by
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare.
But yeah, so in the passage Psalm 46.
Oh yeah. Well, we're all familiar.
Yeah,
so
I
don't,
know
yeah,
that
so,
it's
one.
the
so
best
don't
one.
remind us.
So
Don't
good.
remind us. Yeah.
So it's basically on that page. What's really cool is 46 words into the passage is the word shake, and 46 words from the bottom is spear, which is like, that's pretty cool. Now, what's even weirder is the exact time this Bible came out in 1610 or whatever, like 1611. So it was being started 1610. Shakespeare was exactly 46 years old at that time as well. So kind of weird, kind of crazy, pretty nuts, pretty nuts. So yeah, I mean,
that's the basis of your conspiracy.
that's a big part of it. It's a big part of it.
Alright.
But
You got any other details to share?
yeah, so I guess realistically, like the other thing is he was like obviously major scholar. There was I think there was about 3 other people that they suspect actually wrote the Bible, and I think at the stage that this was like a big conspiracy thing, 2 of them were like basically scrapped. They were like, nah, can't be any of those. So it's down between
shit.
this one guy and Shakespeare, which is pretty crazy, considering like it's fucking 400 years old. And that's the thing, like you still like nobody actually knows who oversaw the actual project. But there's a lot
It
of
says here the Archbishop
people
oversaw the
who.
project.
It was the arse.
So
I'm
fuck
sure he
Alex.
oversaw it,
I've
but I'm
debunked.
mate.
Debunked
I
your
doubt
theory
I
already.
doubt very much he had the writing skills to do it.
No, I'm sure I know what you're saying, but like no
Yeah.
one knows who actually wrote it or written
That's it.
it.
Yeah,
but,
no one actually knows, and it's still like
but
to this
surely
day
there
no
was
one knows
someone
100%. They reckon there was a guy. What was it? William Tyndale. He's the most likely person that it is. Because basically, he was just a scholar. He was just a scholar, and it makes sense. But
he wrote Riverdale, didn't he?
yeah, he did. Yeah, back in the day, good show. Yeah, which is Anyway, pretty crazy. But even then, even if that guy did write it, there is still a very good chance that Shakespeare, at the very least, like wrote that passage.
No shit.
Because that's the thing. Shakespeare is known to be like a very mathematical person as well. So sort of doing something like that was totally in his character.
Was there other passages that may have linked him?
There might have been. I actually don't know.
This is your conspiracy.
This is
man.
your conspiracy, Alex.
I don't know. I haven't really read into that, but I don't think so.
Right, just sell it, mate.
It was just the whole thing where it was just like.
You should just
crazy.
bullshit your way, mate.
Yeah, 100%. There was that one page where that guy was doing the thing. That was him. That was Shakespeare. That was just a Shakespeare thing.
They shall not see me. As they are not me.
But yeah, anyway, insane considering
There was
it's
also
actually
a
still
story
possible.
of, there was a story of 2 people in love with each other. In one of the ancient, one of the chapters. Can't remember which one it was. It's probably,
Jumanji 37.
Yeah, Jumanji 37:15. And it was about a lovers' quarrel between 2 families, Romulus and Julianne. Which,
I know the one.
This sounds quite similar to the Shakespearean Romeo and Juliet. So that's pretty big. Like, I feel like he kind of tricked his own works into that.
Well, just sort of going off of that conspiracy as well.
Well, that was fact, mate. I don't know what conspiracy is, but I'm talking about facts.
But also, no one actually knows what Shakespeare looks like, which is kind of weird.
Is it though?
Yeah. Like, there's portraits of him, but apparently they're not him.
I know what King James looks like, going by this portrait.
Well, yeah, sure, he exists.
Does he
He
look
ain't
like a
King
king?
James, but he worked with him, mate. I'm telling you.
Sweet.
But yeah, no,
Actually,
there's
like-
only portraits. There's like 2 actual paintings. One's very famous that you would sort of know straight off your top of your head because it's
The
popular.
one where he's balding.
Yeah, but there's no actual way to know whether or not that's actually Shakespeare. And
Did you
apparently,
guys-
that's a very close resemblance to another scholar of the time, and they reckon that's not actually Shakespeare. And Shakespeare was very anonymous during his active years, apparently. So
Shakespeare
bet-
looks like Russell Brand.
I bet it's fucking him.
it most
did you
likely
guys
is.
learn-
It most
did
likely
you
is.
guys, yeah, it would fucking like surely. Do you guys learn about him in school? 'Cause
Not
I did
really.
fucking study One Piece. What
Yeah,
do you think?
I have studied One
Yeah.
Piece, but I don't know much about Shakespeare.
he wrote One Piece, bro.
He wrote One Piece.
That was the other conspiracy I was going to bring up. So
That is
if you
not
go to the
over.
46th episode of One Piece, which is still within the first arc,
When did he
Uh,
die? Let's have a look. When did he fucking die?
I think it is.
I'm pretty sure it is.
16,
I think
16.
58 episodes for the first arc or something like
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway was his spouse.
that. Yeah.
Isn't that a famous actor now?
Yeah.
Actress.
Actress, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Nah,
Yes, it
I
is.
actually think that. I think they've dropped actress, haven't they? Like it's because it
Maybe.
is just meant to be actor. There's meant to be no gender to it.
That makes sense. I think I prefer it that way.
But I think I prefer that way too. But I think the award shows still do
I think
it that way.
they would go by actor. Oh, maybe you're right, actually. Whisper
Yeah.
says there is a Devil's Bible that was apparently written in one night, 200 to 300 pages, and philosophers say it's impossible, no chance to write it in one night. That's a good conspiracy. That's a good conspiracy.
Wasn't
There's a lot of
Arsh, like,
accounts of that sort of
I-
shit happening.
I was like trying to find like how many Bibles are there, like
Well,
because he's saying
fucking
this is the
hundreds, bro.
original, like the King's one is the original Holy Bible. Is that what we're saying?
No,
I think
well,
it's
that's
the original.
it's the original
written
English
Bible.
like Holy Bible,
Ah,
but they're all like written differently. Majority, like almost like 95% of the modern ones are all based on the King James Bible with barely any changes to it.
There's more than 2,500 translations in
yeah, I saw.
hundreds of languages.
Best-selling book.
There's one new translation produced every 10 days from 2014.
Is that the most sold book?
Yeah.
You reckon?
It is, but it's like fucking shouldn't be.
I think Da Vinci Code's second.
The reason why it's the most sold book is because hotels buy it just to put in their fucking
Yeah.
But
bedside
like, aren't they
table.
usually free? Like, isn't a Bible usually free?
No,
No,
you gotta pay
I
for it.
wish.
Sometimes they give out those pocket Bibles and shit.
Yeah,
and
but
still
you can
meant to
actually
be like $10
you can get it for free because like technically you can get it for free if you go to communion and you take some out of that little hat that they pass around.
Right.
And you,
I remember going to university and then there's just like these people just handing them out like the little pocket Bibles.
Yeah.
And shit like that.
also, it's
Yeah, I got
unfair
one.
because the Bible's been around for so long.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it literally is the Da Vinci Code. Da Vinci Code is the most sold book.
Oh, it's right. I wasn't sure if it's Da Vinci Code or what was that other The Secret? You remember that
Oh,
book? The
Harry
Secret?
Potter.
Everyone's
Remember the
talking about
secret, but it's actually Harry Potter. It's the
Yeah,
seventh
that
Harry
makes sense.
Potter.
Oh, thank you, Jake Martin, for the donation. Number one. He's our biggest donator.
Unreal.
Oh, Tomo! Tomo's here too. Nice to see
When-
you,
When
Tomo.
was the Da Vinci Code even written?
Yeah, we know it's not a Tuesday. We apologise. That was Twitch
The
fucking us
movie
over a
is
bit.
just mwah, mwah.
I rewatched the Da Vinci Code, and it's
They're
not that good.
Yeah, they're not that good, but they're kind of like I remember them
They're
being
good fun.
so good.
Yeah, they're fun.
Like,
They're fun movies.
I reckon like the first time I watched it, I was like loving it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, the top 10 books of all time is actually it's Da Vinci Code, 3 Harry Potters, then 50 Shades of Grey,
Uh-huh.
3 more
50
Harry Potters,
Shades of Grey.
Angels and Demons, and like the last 7th Harry Potter, and then 50 Shades Darker, then
Holy
Twilight,
shit.
and then it hits a point where it's not so much about series and stuff. Well, it still becomes like Twilight series, it still just does enough. Shades does
No,
enough,
a
but
few-
other
there's a
films,
few-
other
A
books.
few
come in.
websites are different. Like I've seen.
Oh, sorry, this is
a
UK
tale of-
sales. This is UK sales. only.
Yeah,
Thanks for
okay.
following, Tomo. Love you.
Apparently, A Tale of Two Cities is pretty popular by Charles Dickens. Never
Oh, yeah.
fucking heard
He's
of
a
that.
classic. He's a classic, mate. Just say
I
yeah.
know, I know, I've heard of him, but I've never heard of that fucking.
That's another guy who people don't actually know who he is.
Yeah.
Charles Dickens, no one knows who he is. Actually,
There's your conspiracy, mate.
Did he write the whale one?
Charles. Oh, you mean Moby Dick?
Moby Dick, that's what I'm thinking of.
No, that was Herman Melville.
I could have fucking
I'm pretty
know.
sure Charles Dickens was supposed to be some sort of like, I'm looking it up now, but I think he was meant to be some sort of
Thanks, Hardy.
like he was a
Don
that
Quixote.
scholar
impressed.
of Shakespeare.
Right, Don Quixote is meant to be the #1 sold book of all time with 500 million copies sold.
It's just the Bible, bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is
no, it's
it?
not. No.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Because
looking at
it has beaten in a landslide. It's 500 million copies
What
to A Tale of Two Cities.
What the fuck is it even about?
I only know Don Quixote from fucking One Piece. And that's just some cool guy's name. What is this book? The Ingenious Gentleman of La Mancha. There's the Spanish novel. There's a 2 parts. Oh wait! Oh my god! Okay, this isn't the Bible, but this is like kind of close to it in essence. That it was written in 1605.
Jeez.
It's written in 2 parts: 1605, 1615.
Ah.
It's a founding work of Western literature and is often labeled as the first modern novel, and as a result, it's considered one of the greatest works ever written.
No joke.
That is why it has sold so much.
What's it about?
What is the main
Looks like
point?
it's got like dragons and
It's
shit.
the adventures of a noble who reads so many chivalric romances that he loses his mind and decides to become a knight errant to revive chivalry and serve his nation under the name Don Quixote. Might be pronouncing that wrong. That'd be embarrassing, wouldn't it? Well, the first thing that came out was pronunciation then. Let's see how much I've butchered this. Oh, it is Don Quixote. Okay, there is the T.
Don Quixote.
Don Quixote. Alright, well, I refuse to call that.
Coyote.
That just sounds like donkey.
Let me see your coyotes, Matt.
Don Quixote.
Don Quixote. Yeah, unreal. Anyway,
Don Quixote.
Jake, did you have a conspiracy theory?
So I'm not going to drop my actual conspiracy theory on today's episode,
That's okay.
on tonight's episode.
Don't have to. We can leave it for another episode.
Instead, I want to I think I close down that Twitch thing.
Can we
I
get
want
a
to
little
talk
bit of
about.
a little bit of a taste?
No, I'll
Nah.
give you a taste
Leave
of
it.
something
Leave
different.
it another week.
Give you a new dish to try.
Mm.
Yeah, mate. Serve
So-
it up, cold or hot, how you prefer.
Have you guys heard of gang stalking?
Nah.
Me? I'm out.
Gang stalking is the belief that you are being watched by literally like everyone around you, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
It's just paranoia, essentially. But like it's people being like 100% someone's watching me, or someone's got like cameras here, or they're controlling me somehow, and there's always some larger organization or a larger group of people doing it.
Yeah, right. That's kind of weird.
And it hits a point, well, especially now though, I feel like what's made it different is that now that like why it's, I guess not just called paranoia, why it's called gang stalking is that because we're in the digital world and everyone has their phone and stuff all around you, you might be FaceTiming someone, so you're holding your phone up it's like kind of helping this belief sort of like have its justifications, even though if they're not like, actually justifiable. It's kind of like, if you're walking around on your phone and shit, it looks like you are, and if they see cameras everywhere because there's CCTV footage, right? They start going, "Oh, I'm definitely being watched."
Oh shit.
There's a TikTok account of a guy that's gang stalking, and he's pretty much just like yelling at everyone, telling them to leave him alone and shit. It's like, "I've seen you. You've been around here 5 times," and it'll be like the mailman. It's like, yeah, man, he's gonna keep coming over, and he's gonna keep putting shit in that mailbox.
Fuck.
But it's also growing as a phenomenon on Reddit.
Yeah, right.
And I think what's not helping with Reddit though is it feels like people are legitimately posting like their belief of gang stalking and how they are being gang stalked, and then it seems like I think people are coming in and just having a laugh at like agitating these guys,
I mean,
intentionally.
it's a weird thing where like I feel like you would, because it's one of those things where people always make fun of crazy.
Yeah, so for example, 9 hours ago, this person has put a change.org petition because he wants to classify gang stalking as terrorism. I've started the petition, sent it to several senators and congressmen to call this what it is. Could you please sign it? He has 4 signed.
Should we sign it?
You can see who's, for a guy that's worried about everyone following him, He has his
Oh.
name here.
Yeah, say it for everyone to hear.
We're also talking
Um,
about him live, so I don't. We might be gang stalking inadvertently.
Yeah, so the phenomenon of gang stalking, it's fine, this guy might explain it better, has grown beyond the limits of what can be explained by mere delusion and paranoia.
Mhm.
I personally have witnessed my stalkers outside with a tablet pretending to be cops.
Oi,
Tomo
Tomo with
you
the
imagine
money,
he's
big
just-
money
Can
man.
you just imagine he's just
Mwah.
an actual criminal?
We love
and
you.
He's
You're the
just
best.
like,
I love you.
And they just follow you.
Well, I swear that's what it is. Probably
Oh,
outside.
thank
We're
you.
actually getting donations. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, baby.
They're having a dono
We're
war.
getting that mic. We're getting that mic.
We're getting the
out.
mic. Tomo's actually our top donor ever. Thank you. You're the best.
I'm Wally, 3.87. I'll donate you boys my life.
All right.
I know
Whoa.
there's no
I'll
suicide
There's
take
no
here,
way
mate.
to measure that on Twitch. Sorry.
Some guy
Fucking
said the irony of this sub, you can't post anything useful. Everyone here is tracked by people.
hell. Fuck, bro.
This one person went deep in theirs. Let's have a look. This is long, but I'll just try and skim it because I'm only just reading it now.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
think we should start gang stalking someone.
That's a good idea.
I'm backing out of that one. That was just fucking weird.
Probably true though. How many
They
people?
believe like body control and all right. So here's a good one. Oh, this is just a wall of text. This person's not even. Oh my god, I'm still scrolling through this. Holy shit. Hang on, wait. This is I don't know how I read it.
Bro,
first,
you're
but
reading the
it's
King
long.
James Bible. Oh, Jake Martin with the $5. Woo! Oh shit.
Wally, don't let him outdo you, alright? Don't let him outdo you.
Jake Martin is
Alright,
now our top donor ever. He is the top individual.
Alright, this
Top
guy wrote a
individual.
post about gang stalkers. I
Mhm.
just copied and pasted it into Word, which is unlicensed because I haven't done shit. 5,554 words is what he just wrote in a single Reddit thread without a
Right.
gap of a paragraph at
That's
all.
a thesis.
It is a
fuck?
thesis. It was 15 hours ago. It has one upvote,
Dude,
no comments.
I can't even
But
remember
just
the
to-
last
just to-
time I wrote that much.
Dude, same.
I've never written
I
that
reckon it was
much.
year 12. I reckon year 12.
Mate, I spend like 10 hours a day now on my computer trying to write that much. Yeah, I have technology being used on me by the gang stalkers. My body behavior is in their control. My speech is controlled by them. And my brain is being controlled by technology as they make my brain believe things and they make my brain think things. They put those thoughts in my brain with technology and I can't help but think and believe everything they put in there. They are relentless. Everything I do is to their advantage. It's the way I want it to happen. They make you using technology by controlling your body to do and to go where they want you to. They use speech control technologies so what they want you to say. Okay, well, this is hard to
If
read
you
without
if
gaps.
you had the ability to control somebody, how would you control them? Like,
Fuck it.
I'd make him write 5,500 word thesis so I can submit it to uni.
Oh, so V2K. Oh, this is where the fear is
Right.
coming. Is because V2K
Would you-
is voice to skull, a silent sound device that
mate,
can transmit
come to
sound
my
into your
house.
skull.
Oh, actually, is that a real thing though?
Yeah, no,
That
that is
exists?
because that's one of the things that dropped out. Like like remember like a couple years back when all that shit came out, all the private documents from the
Oh,
government,
like the
US
CIA
government.
shit.
Yeah,
got
all that
leaked.
shit had to become not
Oh, no
leaked, but
shit.
It,
Oh,
it,
actually-
it became public.
I
It all
remember.
became
Yes,
public.
I do remember, and that was like
Because
kind of
the whole
scary.
point was the reason why the stuff was interesting, if I'm not mistaken, is it was technology that was around in World War II for a couple of years thereafter,
yeah.
and because of that need of the war, that's when there was an increase in us having scientists create this shit. Well, not us, America, and so that's why there's such a huge rise in all this tech. So gang stalking is claiming that V2K does it, and the thoughts in their head is actually just voice to skull.
Jesus, voice to skull, huh? What do you reckon the
Honestly.
likelihood of that actually working though?
Oh, dude, they had like the stuff they had that on their reports is shit like works really well. Like couldn't it like can induce a heart attack with someone from like fucking up to like 400 meters away or some shit, and it was like a gun. It was a literal heart attack gun.
Yeah. Oh,
Just
Zach
different
Martin
things
with $10.
Oh my fucking
Big
God.
money here. He's the #1 donor of all time. Zach Martin with the
Oh my
money.
God.
People just love conspiracies, hey. Jesus Christ.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you for
you.
the nice comments about my eyes. And
Someone wants to know the fucked up shit we've done. Oh, yeah, anyone got fucked up shit? Matzo? You haven't said
I-
anything this episode. Surely you got some fucked up shit.
I don't know if I can say it. I've got a job.
I mean, like, my life's been pretty boring. I mean, I've literally done fucking nothing in my life. Like, nah,
Keep
not
going,
went to
mate. This
uni?
is great.
even when I went to Europe, didn't do much there. Like, just the funniest thing I can think of is just like a whole bunch of drunk Italians just following girls around all night until they failed. And we got home at like 7 in the morning. And it was just a fucking nightmare.
I don't know if that's fucked up. That's just like.
I know, that's what I mean. Like, it's fucking fucked up, man. I'm a fucking good boy. I don't break the law.
Jesus. Yeah, alright, fair enough. There
Oh,
we
you
go.
want to see my dick?
So funny.
Mate, go to my OnlyFans and you can see it there.
I'm just trying to think what fucked up shit I've actually done. I don't know.
How many bumholes have you licked? Just 2.
That's a fair number. That's a very fair number. Can't say I've ever licked any.
Would you shag a 50-year-old if she paid me?
That's a good answer. Shit.
Get your dick out on stream. Let's see who's got the biggest.
Measuring
You're gonna have to sign up to our Patreon for you to see that.
Yeah, you know what? If we,
Yeah.
I tell you what, if Patreon
donate-
ends up being a thing, we should definitely do that.
I tell you what, if you donate right now, we might consider it.
So, Matt,
Oh
could you
god,
tell
don't
us-
say things like that.
Could you tell us how the bumholes you licked varied,
Yeah,
if at all?
can you tell us?
How they varied.
Yeah, if they did vary. What was it like?
One was bleached,
Oh yeah.
so
So
it
like
was
bleach.
just like,
Are you like
it was
sick
just-
now?
The
No, it was
opposite.
just-
He's COVID immune.
yeah, like
Came out as
it
superhuman.
was clean. The other one, yeah, let's just say I went to the doctor's the next day.
Oh shit. All right, interesting. And you say you done no fucked up shit, huh?
Yeah, you've lived a life. You've lived a life.
Yeah, mate,
You've lived.
I've lived part of a life.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
boring. I just, go to uni, go to Italy, lick buttholes, it's the same thing everyone else does. I'm not a hero.
Thanks for following, Zach. Also, yes, I'm way too good to do anything mischievous.
A man or woman? That's
Yeah, that's a good point.
just to clarify.
50-50.
Uh,
You can do the maths.
I think we can actually.
So I think anyone can.
Have we ever licked poo whilst doing it? Interesting. I can't say I ever have. I'm not sure how you would, but no, I can kind of see how you would.
How could that happen? Yeah, you're looking at an asshole.
Right, wait a
mate.
minute.
It's not that
Ooh.
difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
It was an accident, just slipped.
Bit of E. coli, mate. Jesus Christ. This is quickly devolving pretty bad.
This chat's going a bit.
Uh,
I'll
too
donate
quick.
another 10 if there's the top individuals OnlyFans. Or,
No, we don't. Jake,
not-
and
not yet.
I'm sorry you had to come into this and listen to this profanity. If you have any normal questions you want to ask us,
yeah, we'll
please feel
also
free.
answer those. Yeah, look, we have actually spoken about OnlyFans very early on. Very early on, we actually spoke about that, and we sort of mixed it with the idea of Patreon. We could do either way.
sky's the limit with
So
OnlyFans.
we could do OnlyFans. We were thinking even like doing something called OnlyFans, but it was like just for nips. So it was just photos of our nipples.
Dude,
I've got one ready as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have seen it.
I mean, I could probably show one now, like just for a little bit of a, what do you call it?
Is that what I sent you?
Oh, did you send me one?
No, there's one with it's me and someone else in it though, so I wouldn't send it.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think you've shown me.
There's one of me in the snow gear.
Nah, I haven't seen it.
You have seen that.
Have
if
I?
we do
don't
a
think I
live
have.
stream on acid, it'll blow our stream up.
Yeah, you're probably right. By blow up, you mean get banned and removed for violating
that's
service.
why
But
we used to drink alcohol, but we're all sober since '97. So.
speaking of, I could go a beer right now.
All right, so we're not sober.
Alright, mate, I'll stay strong with you.
Yeah, cheers. Sorry, just get my butt off stream.
But what do you mean we're not ignoring
No,
chat?
no,
What
it's
are you
delayed.
talking
It's delayed.
about?
It's delayed. We just
Ah,
responded.
Yeah, it's delayed. Have you ever tried Ben and Jerry's beer?
beer.
There's a Ben and
No.
Jerry's beer? The fuck? Are girls allowed in this chat? We'll allow them, we'll allow them. They can also be top individuals. Anyone can
Yeah.
be a top individual, as long as you're
Yeah.
tops.
Talking about
Don't
Ben,
fuck
like,
around.
so I was in the kitchen and I see this pamphlet, or this catalog, I should say, and it was called like NQR or some shit, and it was just like, I don't know if you guys remember Right Price.
Yeah,
It was just like out of date items that they're just selling, like hell cheap.
yeah.
What's this?
And I was going through like this catalog, and it was like Ben and Jerry's ice cream, $3, Shapes, $1.
What a bargain.
Right.
Where's this?
It's here in Adelaide. I think it's like I think it's new, but it's just I think they
Like a
send,
reject shop.
no, I think they send like all the damaged items there. Maybe.
Oh,
That's why they're
whatever.
so cheap. But like, I might have to check that out. That's bargain, like absolute bargain hunting.
Mate, good old bargain hunters. Yeah, fucking hell. Nah, I don't
What's our
know.
favorite shape flavors, boys?
We've discussed this before, I reckon, but I'll bring it up again. At the moment, probably chicken crimpy, just because I haven't had nacho cheese in so long, because that was like the original nacho cheese.
Is not even, the original
Yeah.
nacho cheese is objectively the best.
That's the thing. If you could get the original nacho cheese,
Objectively.
it's that one.
Objectively.
Definitely
Flavor
objectively.
is
They're all good.
subjective, except for nacho cheese original, which doesn't exist anymore. It's discontinued.
Thank you,
However-
Zach. I'm glad you agree.
However,
Don't.
pizza's top tier. Pizza's
Mm.
top tier.
Alright, pizza.
Chicken crimpy's top tier.
I do like
Yeah.
the occasional bacon.
Oh, cheese and bacon? Yeah, that one goes off. Goes good.
I used to like
Only
that when I was
like
10.
every once in a year, like.
Yeah.
When I was a child, I loved it, but I haven't
Yeah.
had it. I've never had it as an adult.
Would you guys eat dog meat? That's
Yeah,
actually
every
a
time
really
I
good
get a-
question.
Every time I get a Vietnamese roll, mate.
Jesus. You know what? I'll tell you what. This is my scenario. If I was like actually like if I was in China, whatever province they fucking eat dog meat, I would give it a go because when in Rome, I'm a very much when in Rome type of person.
It probably
I would
tastes
do it.
alright.
I reckon apparently it just tastes like pork. So dog meat live stream. Fuck, there you go.
I'm bringing a
That's an
dog
idea.
roll.
I'll tell you what. We'll do a dog meat
No
live
carbs,
stream when we
though.
do our hot tub live stream. So
You
we've
know,
still gotta
when
do
I
that.
said eat dog meat, I thought they just meant like I read that as dog food.
Oh,
Oh my
nah,
god.
not that.
And
Big
even-
Huddy. Big Huddy with the fucking content.
Jesus
And down
Christ.
at my high school, let dog liquor out. What fucking high school would you go to, mate?
Wasn't
Jesus.
interesting. Oh, she filmed it too? Jesus. What the fuck?
I've,
Hey,
I've,
my
s-
biggest,
I've seen footage of that.
my
not that
biggest
girl,
question
but-
is why are you watching this shit?
Yeah, why are you watching that shit? That's crazy.
Jesus
Um,
Christ.
I've definitely gone for sloppy seconds.
That's nice.
On the dog or the girl?
I don't know, Huddy. Just stop right there, mate. Just stop right
Oh, Jesus. A basset hound on your plate? Look, I'll eat a little bit of it, but not the whole thing.
You got sent out for a black.
And I cannot
blackberry
see it
message.
dying. How are the beers, lads? Well, I'm the only one drinking one, so
there. Well,
for
you
me,
see,
great.
This is
How is it?
just water. What beer you drinking, by the way?
This is a Fat Yak Pacific Ale, fresh, straight out the fridge. And today,
Wow.
this is me bringing in our latest sponsor. Today's sponsor is Fat Yak Pacific Ales, and by sponsor I mean I paid $60 for a carton of these, so I'm
Is it
really
Fat Yak
enjoying them.
or- Fat
Is it
Yak or
Wild
Wild
Yak?
Yak Pacific Ales.
You're such a good
I
sponsor.
saw that. I saw that.
I was like, he keeps calling the
Same
Fat
thing.
Yak.
Wild Yak's the Pacific version. Fat Yak's just the pale ale.
What land animals can we take in a fight, boys?
That's hard, bro. I don't know. I'm
Um,
still trying to get over, like, you know how we lost the Great Emu War?
Oh, we don't.
Do you reckon you could take at least one, though?
I heard about this the other day. I was
Not
watching
bad.
Joe
Not
Rogan.
bad.
Oh, really?
I never
Did you
knew
not hear about
it.
the Great
I
Emu
never
War?
knew about the Emu War.
Oh,
Apparently, it was like the
elaborate.
army got sent like out to cull all these emus or something in the farmland.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they sent the Australian army to go and cull the emus. And they sent them out with, like, full gear and guns and shit. And they killed fucking 4 birds. And then they retreated. They're like, this is fucked. They're out of here. Oh, boy.
Because they run pretty quick, so they're pretty hard to shoot, right?
Yeah, well, that's apparently it was something like I was reading the report and they were saying like, oh, it was due to their fucking skilled tactics of like placement and like that strategic placement or something like that. That was the official report on it. So apparently they were just really good at dodging bullets.
They just gave up.
Maybe they should get the American military in here. Show them how it's done. Just fucking bomb the shit out of them. Round them up. Get a drone strike in.
Yeah, there's an idea. Just round them all up.
Right,
Fuck
would
it
you
up.
rather fight 50 regular chickens or one human-sized chicken?
I
One
reckon I'd rather
human.
take.
One
I reckon
human.
I'd take the one.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm taking the 50.
That's a lot of
Oh,
scratching.
actually-
That's a lot of scratching, man.
I mean, you could just kick him though, right?
It's a lot of scratching, right? But I can take that. One human chicken-sized scratch. I think you guys are dead. You're gonna lose an arm.
Nah, she'll be right. You just kick him in their fucking head.
How many sharks gonna take on land?
All of them.
Yeah. Far away enough and wait it out. All of them.
You know why sharks aren't on land, mate? Because we fucking took them out as soon as they touched foot on the sands, mate. We got it.
Yeah, look, on
You
land.
heard it here first.
How close? What's the arena on land? Is it like is it beached or are we fighting the UFC? Because there's a chance that motherfucker gets me. Like,
I don't think
like
if
a
I'm bare
Can they
fist,
even move on the? They can't if they're on the land.
They can
well,
just,
they can like
wiggle.
wiggle.
Yeah.
They can like move their body.
Oh, yeah, but they can't do anything.
Oh,
with their fucking
Beyblade's a
mouth.
ring. Oh, I have that. Dragoon, me and Dragoon, mate. We've got that in the bag. That's easy.
Jesus. 12 to 15. That's a fair number, man.
I think at that
Hudson's
point-
a fucking unit, so I reckon he could do that.
I
But-
think at that point he just gets fatigued of punching like blubber.
There's also a fuckload of different sharks. Like, what kind of shark? Like, we're talking great white? Because, like, fuck me, they're big.
I'll take on as many nurse sharks as are
Yeah,
alive.
that's what I'm thinking. Like, fuck yeah, let's go. Just
Also,
fucking
you
swing
know
it.
what?
See-
Like, let's get those wonky-eyed hammerheads as well. They ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, what are they going to look at?
Hammerhead, and then start hammering the other shark.
I mean, I think you underestimate how big a hammer. It's not the size of a hammer. It's fucking.
Yeah, maybe it's a baby hammerhead.
Bro, that's how they make hammers. They just chop off baby hammerheads.
They're the weirdest looking fucking sharks.
Yeah, they're strange. They are strange.
And bull sharks are little nasty fuckers. They are.
Yeah.
Bull sharks are the aggressive ones, aren't they?
I think so. They're little small things.
Throw
I
a
think-
swordfish in there, mate. A swordfish just give me a weapon to use.
Yeah, mate.
That's I'm just stabbing shark eyes for the rest of this fucking fight. I'm taking on 20 more now.
I think I need to see Zohan take on some sharks.
Oh, there's fucking. You know what? I swear to God, if they don't make a second movie of that, I don't know why they haven't.
I think he's too old to get that fit.
Maybe
Edit it. Whatever.
they
Yeah,
just
they
do like a young Sheldon. They did young Zohan. Do that.
Yeah, get Andy Samberg to be the
Hey.
star.
Easy. Jesus Christ.
he could do it.
Am I going to a festival?
Yeah, mate.
Looks like
Top
you're going to
individuals.
it looks like you're going to a Cowboy Bebop convention.
This is my.
He does. He looks like Spike.
Yeah, he got Spike too.
Well, he's chucking some jazz for us, mate.
Oh man, put him.
He's getting into more mischief. Young Zohan or a Pokey? Oh, that's a tough one. Probably Zohan.
Nah,
Oh.
young Zohan's in the military, mate. So
Yeah, that's true. It's probably
me.
me. Yeah, it's probably me. I would get up to a little bit of mischief here and there. You know what? It's me. It's me. We'll call it that.
Yeah, mate.
Just to, I guess, go back to the actual category of this live stream. Conspiracies. UFOs. You guys actually reckon they're real?
Well, okay. Let's specify because UFOs are real because it just means unidentified
Yeah.
flying object.
So
Like,
I'm saying like
space.
not even like I'm saying like spaceships, not necessarily like the artist depiction of it where they're a fucking disc. Like they could be, but I'm saying more just like a like an actual like extraterrestrial being in a some sort of vessel that you know
That has
goes
come
through
here
space
at
that has
some
come
point.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I do at the same time. Like, it's like show me the fucking proof. Like, how is there not any fucking proof? Like, they have these like images of like the U.S. military have images of like these
Yeah.
fucking little tic tacs flying in and out.
Yeah.
And shit, but how you can't tell what the fuck it is.
Yeah, well, you got a point because like, wouldn't you think by now they would have, you know, some sort of evidence, especially how good cameras are now. But apparently they're supposed to be leaking more, like NASA or something is supposed to be putting out more information about extraterrestrials, like sometime next week or something like that. I heard.
Yeah, it's become a matter of, because like as a society we're
Mm.
becoming less afraid of the idea.
Mm.
It used to be like, oh man, people found out this was a thing, they would like shit themselves. So
Yeah.
that, they're hiding stuff from us, but now we find it.
I
I don't believe it though. I
think-
don't think aliens have come here yet. I don't think so.
If they came out, like maybe not now, like maybe in 10 years they came out and just with everything, wouldn't even be fucking phased.
Yeah.
To
To
be
be
like, fucking shit, nice.
I would
Like,
legitimately be like, all right, yeah, fair. I mean, like, it's sort of like that thing. You guys seen The World's End? Is it The World's
Yeah.
End or At World's
Yeah,
End,
yeah.
something like that? Where
To
like
World's End, I
this,
think.
yeah, something like that, where like the whole city becomes overrun by aliens or whatever, and then like near the end they're like, yeah, you guys know, like, you guys are too fucking stupid to make like Wi-Fi and internet and shit. Like we did that. So like it could be a thing where like fucking these aliens are actual, just making all this shit. Like what the fuck's 5G,
Our
bro?
best technology. 5G is there to mind control you, man. It's there to poison the fucking Mother Nature.
I mean, it's that V2K shit all over again.
Can they go over 5G? Because I've looked at the like charts, and that is just under
Ah.
the radiation barrier.
Okay, so
Is that the max?
probably, but probably not, because I think as well people probably build up a tolerance to it. But I was reading as well, like the whole thing with 5G. So have you guys used 5G at all?
Yeah, I love it.
All right.
Not yet.
Okay. So the whole
My
thing
nuts are like watermelons.
So nah, it's super speed, really really fast. But the whole way it works is just waves, right? So the weird thing is, the more you stretch out a wave, the like weaker it becomes. So the problem is if you're transmitting more data over the same fucking wave, like it just gets stretched out and becomes really weak. So what I'm trying to say is, if you use 5G inside a house, good fucking luck to you. Because it really doesn't work very well. You have to be outside for it because it can't actually get through very many like walls and obstacles. It's almost direct line of sight, and that's why they're saying like 6G actually exists, but right now there's no fucking point.
Surely they have 7G by now.
I don't know about 7G. Last I heard 6G.
I was watching this fucking show. It was it's on Netflix. The guys that do World's End and shit. That guy, I forgot what his name is.
Edgar Wright?
Fat guy.
Oh,
Fat
Nick
guy.
Frost?
Yeah, he has that new series about aliens.
Yeah.
He works for a like a telephone data communications company, and like they got 4G, and like there's an episode where they're like, we're gonna have to do it 5G, and then they're like, no, it's not strong enough. Just keep rolling it out. 6G. It goes all the way. Just keeps going. They're like, yeah, we've had it for ages. We just weren't ready to fucking roll it out.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. A lot of that shit's like that as well. You know?
So Jake, what you said about a guy at JB's was telling him 5G is the best. That's exactly why I shop at Harvey Norman. It's just that's where I get the truth and I get better deals.
Yeah, that's why I'm a Dick Smith.
Jesus. What do you guys think about this vaccine full of microchips, huh?
Vaccine.
Yeah, it's true, right?
Never know.
Yeah, Kogan.
You never
Kogan's
know.
Pretty good. I know a bit of Kogan.
Kogan is a scam. It's Wish. It's Australian Wish is what it is.
Yeah, and you know what? People love it. They eat it up.
They do. They do.
Have you seen a Kogan TV?
Yeah, I seen it on Gumtree for $50 and no one wants it still. The listing stays there for 4 months.
They are so shit.
Wish, however, it is great.
They do some
what you
good
pay
deals
for.
sometimes.
What, Kogan or Wish?
Yeah, Kogan. Like Samsung.
You know how a lot of those websites work?
Watch.
So let's say there's like a really good deal on like Samsung Watch or some shit, and it's like fucking like it's like $100 less than the retail price. What they actually do is you place an order, and then when they get enough orders, they can go to the supplier and go, all right, we're buying in bulk, give us your best price. So they still make money on it. But what happens is if they don't get enough of those orders, they just go, nah, sorry, your order's been cancelled, here's your money back. It's fucking smart.
Smart, but at the same time, you're still getting a good deal.
I mean, yeah, if you fucking get it.
Yeah.
Sure, I guess.
50% of the time when you get a good
Is
deal.
that legal though? Like
deal.
to just cancel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Because somewhere in their policy that they were telling you that by what you click when you place the order, you're not getting guaranteed anything.
Yeah. You've just got like a reserved seat.
As long as you get your money back, there's not really technically any like harm apart from you might miss the deal, but it's your fault for choosing that merchandiser over another.
It's legit like booking a restaurant and then getting to the restaurant and apparently they've closed because they lost like all their business and they're like, yeah, well,
Yeah, what's
we
that
can do.
bullshit, huh? What's the deal?
What's the deal?
What's
I
the
want to
deal?
eat here.
I don't care if we're in a stage 4 lockdown. I had a booking.
What do you mean people don't want pancakes at 4 a.m.?
Do you guys know anyone that's had Rona?
No.
Yes, kinda. I mean, like, I
yeah.
have relatives who live overseas, so.
I know people that have had it.
Yeah, I know people.
Well, technically, I do know. Actually, no. Technically, I do know someone, but just kind of like people that lived in Italy. I didn't really know them well.
Yeah.
But
All right. Yeah. Fair.
some people I know were like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I had it. Don't know, but I reckon I might have.
Yeah. Right. See, I actually had an uncle die from it, like a distant uncle, who like he already had like
he was overseas, mate. It's pretty far.
Yeah. I mean, he already had like health problems and then caught COVID as well, so it was just like, well, that's it. See you later.
Was he old?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, 37.
37. Hey, that's good. Look, for someone who's Greek.
I ain't living past 37.
I'm not making it that way.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy though. So I guess you definitely know someone.
Yeah, I do know someone, although I've barely spoken a word to him ever. But thought you had it.
But it's just a calm down.
Yeah,
apparently, it feels very similar.
Were young. People I knew were young.
Yeah, so
like,
that's good.
They were living on they were living on an island in Italy, all quarantining together, like living their fucking best life. So
it's kind of
it
cool.
wasn't even that bad.
I was going to say them being young shouldn't have made much difference either. Like they would have overcome it.
Sometimes it's like on average it's meant to be like less than a cold.
Yeah, if you're actually like your immune system's still good.
If your body fights it, but then you can have like permanent effects like loss of smell and all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
What do you need smell for?
And taste. People
taste
use that
was the big one. Yeah. Have we heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the War?
No.
Oh, mate. I don't have however long it took for old mate to explain that shit to Anakin, but
it's not a story the Jedi would tell you, mate. That's for sure.
Yeah, not wrong. Fuck, bro. Yeah, shit. I guess like on another note, what do you guys think about Illuminati shit? I think that's true.
Don't know what it is.
I hope it's real.
You hope it's real? Why is that, mate?
Because I like the idea of there actually being like an organization of smart people who are hiding, behind the publicity of it all, and they're just trying to like, the world is actually like in order by this secret government. Versus if you ever have decided to watch almost any like Senate hearing or something, and it's just like politicians throwing slurs at each other like it's high school, and you're like, all right, this better not be the government.
Yeah, fair point.
And then Indonesia and stuff throw chairs and get and China and they get into fist fights.
Yeah. I guarantee you, if it wasn't real, it is real now. Like after like shit started, like people started, like, got popular. Surely someone started something.
I mean, there's organizations like similar to that have been confirmed to be real.
What?
I mean, you've got shit like like Freemasons, for example. Like everyone thinks they're like Illuminati, but really they're not.
Well, isn't there like the conspiracy that like there's this underworld that are just controlling everything?
Yeah, that's the Illuminati.
Like is that okay? Like rich families,
basically people with enough power,
like
can
Rothschilds
on the
shit.
shoulder by the Illuminati to go, hey, come join.
Like that, and like that, they're actually, Jeff Bezos is worth $190 billion, but in reality, there's people worth.
There's
like 10 times that.
Heaps more people. Yeah. There are like that's definitely a real thing. But as for whether or not they actually have the sort of power to have organizations like that, we don't know. But like Zach Andrew here has said, there are like massive security groups, like private security groups that you can hire and shit. So I mean, they could be part of it as well.
I don't know. It's pretty
Nuts.
fucked up world out there.
It
It's so
is.
interesting when, like, England or America released all their um, classified documents. Like the Imitation Game. Have you seen that movie?
No, I actually haven't.
Quite a good one. And like that was kept classified for so long. And then, they came out and, it was like such an interesting story.
Mm.
Like there'd be so many stories like similar to that.
It's got to be
And
right.
that you just had to keep people in the dark, otherwise it would
No one can
threaten
know
their
anything.
lives
Yeah.
and like the people around them.
When are we releasing merch? That's a good question. I might actually start following some
I
shit
reckon,
up.
yeah, I would actually like some.
Look,
Mugs.
as
We
as
need
weird as
mugs.
as weird as it sounds, I have been in talks with someone about it. So, there is a chance. There is a chance. As for whether or not
Yeah.
people will buy it, probably not.
It would just probably be for us three, maybe
It's-
some
it's
family members.
Your
Yeah.
laugh just sounded like the TikTok fucking filter when they're doing the run. It's got the sound to it. It's like ha 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 ha.
I have no idea what you're talking about, eh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alex, you should know it, the Versailles run. It's the animated girl.
Talking about TikToks, I was just like scrolling through fucking Facebook or something. And it was just like this American. It was in America on a highway, and this guy's just going past this truck that's pulled over on the side, and this guy's hit a deer,
Hmm.
and he's pulled the deer off to the side of the road, and he's just got a gun in his back pocket, and he just pulls the gun out, and he just pointed it at the deer's head, like just getting ready to put it out of his misery. I was like, that's fucking America for you.
Very American.
Jesus Christ.
I look like a massive revolver as well.
Fuck
Like,
hell.
just sit on the back of his jeans or.
We gotta remember the quotes that we had for our merch.
Yeah. I mean, there's
They're
video
written down
footage, so.
somewhere.
If the money's there.
I mean, that's gonna be the main one. The main one is if the money's there, we don't care.
I reckon that would take off. You get
I-
that on fucking
That's a
Wish.
suspicious, depending on who wears it, that's a suspicious fucking item to be wearing.
You know what would be a good idea? You just get like, if the money's there, we don't care, like small text or something like that, right? But then like have the logo on a tag or something like on the side of the shirt. Something like that. That way it's not like
You know
too
what?
obvious.
Even just TP.
So yeah, there's two options. There's
Why
aggressively, there's aggressive, it's our brand, and then there's the make cool merch and have our brand have a small little.
Yeah, just a really small thing. I mean, I could probably work out some sort of new logo that works. Anyway, we'll work it out. Merch,
Yeah, we'll
look,
work it out. Yeah,
in short, merch is a fair way away.
You keep donating, and we'll get on there.
Maybe we'll do a
Sweet.
Redbubble with do some mugs, sell some
Yeah, I
mugs,
think
top
we're
individual
gonna
mugs.
get a hoodie fucking shirt.
Get a hoodie. Yeah, that's right. We got to get a hoodie shirt as well.
Huddy Simps.
Hoodie simps for top individuals.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd wear that shirt.
Hoodie simps.
Oh,
I don't
we'll
know.
get some merch at some point, I reckon. Look, the good thing is our viewers are climbing. Our donations are off the fucking charts lately. Ridiculous. Yeah, we do this for you, Hudson. That's going on the fucking shirt.
Yeah, we have some images of Huddy with like ladies and shit.
Oh, that's
Remember
perfect.
the ones that our main boy trade?
Ah, yeah, of course.
He just.
Oh, Zach Andrew with another $3.
Oh, fucking
That's
hell.
for the merch. Oh, mate.
But,
Incredible. That's good fun for the merch.
you're
You know what?
about $60 off, but thank you for getting started and how much the merch will be.
I'll tell you what, I'm changing the donation goal name.
Just for you, we're taking $3 off your fucking first.
Yeah, you're getting
person.
$3 off, mate. 100%. I'm going to change the name of it. So instead of Alex's mic, I can't do it while we're on stream. That makes sense. I was going to change it to merch. If we get $100, we'll start doing merch. But we'll work it out. Work it out, mate. I'm excited. I'm excited for the future, guys. And all the conspiracies
I'm
we can
so
talk about.
excited. I just
Matt,
can't
so, mate,
hide it.
I know you haven't picked one out yet, but is there any sort of conspiracy that you think you might try to research? Like what comes top of mind when you hear conspiracy theory, or is it just?
Honestly, don't know many. Like, I really don't know many. I don't know. The only ones I know is like the ones I've heard. Like,
What do you think of the Earth?
Our flat Earth. Yeah. What about it?
You like it?
Yeah,
Pretty flat.
like how flat it is. You got anything
Yeah.
that proves the contrary on that one.
Bit too flat, if you ask me.
Yeah, they should really make it more like, I don't know, spherical would be cool.
Yeah. There's probably some that maybe I've heard of like ages ago, but I just can't really fucking remember them.
You know what I don't care for at all? The idea that there's a chance we're just living in a simulation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't care for it because in my mind it doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, that's true.
If it is a simulation, it is so hyper realistic that there's no pulling ourselves out of it.
Well, it's hyper realistic to us.
That's why I'm here.
That's what I mean, right? That's where that's what comes.
The Disney conspiracy is pretty cool. Is it Disney or Pixar? Pixar.
Thank you, Jake Martin. Thank you for joining us for the stream. We appreciate all your contributions today. You're a blessing. Thank you.
Both tangible and intangible.
Theory? The Pixar theory is pretty cool.
What Pixar theory?
Go on.
That's it. It's in regards to that. Every Pixar film made is somehow connected.
Oh, that
through a timeline.
Yes.
That
is cool, actually.
Yeah.
But like, I call bullshit. I just think that the writing team somehow just put Easter eggs in just to like say that that was a part of the film franchise.
It is Easter eggs, and I feel like they're probably even attached to certain staff there as well.
It's kind of weird how it kind of like
but
like a lot of it does kind of make sense.
It like kind of just fits. Like if you could really look at it, it does like fit in.
There's a few far-fetched ones though.
Yeah, but like it's like cars, like the cars, like how the fuck does that fit into anything?
Well,
really?
that's where it gets a bit far-fetched, where they're saying like, how like so everything sort of takes place mostly before like Wall-E, and then Wall-E's like the end of the world, and then after that, like hundreds of millions of years later, they start developing cars and shit, and the cars take over or some bullshit like that. So it's definitely very far-fetched, but
the theory definitely gets a bit long. Like
the one that I like the most is the one about the Monsters Inc. And I think Brave. That what's the little girl's name in Monsters Inc?
Boo.
Ellie? Boo? That's right, Boo. And they're saying so if you've seen Brave, there's a witch in Brave.
Oh yes.
And there's a carving of what's
Sully.
his name? Sully in that. And the theory is that witch is Boo, and she's been trying her whole life to travel back to find Boo.
Didn't she have she had like a jacket or not a jacket, but like a rug or something, or some sort of material that looked like Sully or something? I could be dreaming that, but yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I think the theory was that she, like, playing around with everything, she ended up in that time period in the past.
That makes sense. See, that sort of shit's like, that's pretty cool. Like
that's
it could be
cool.
possible. Yeah.
I think there might be a few other things here and there.
Yeah, I don't think they're all the Pixar movies are connected, but there's definitely a few.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think after people it's the thing, like once people start making conspiracies and people start fucking actually making them
links
real.
That's right. People believe it pretty hard, and then it becomes like a devotion to it.
Producers fucking get on there like, let's
it becomes a money. Exactly. It becomes a money train.
So, but yeah.
They're getting raided. Oh shit! Malachi Witch is sending all our shit. Fuck, we're in trouble here. Jesus Christ. But yeah, a lot of that shit is like that Disney conspiracy stuff is pretty crazy, man. Like,
I'll definitely look into it, like some other shit I can find.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I want to find something that's like believable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's pretty hard to. A lot of those conspiracies are not very good. But hello, Mala. Nice to see you again.
Like, whether Hitler survived or not, that one's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Fuck, bro. That's actually quite interesting because it kind of has, like, it's kind of it. Look, when you really think about it, kind of weird. He just killed himself and fucked off.
What about the theory that that time travel is the only reason Hitler actually exists? And it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy where he was an artist, and then people kept trying to travel back in time and kill him. And he said, fuck this. I'm giving up on art, and I'm going to take over the world.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mala. The conspiracy stream actually was not meant to be today. It was meant to be yesterday, but Twitch was down, so that was a real pain in the
I
fucking
hope all the
ass.
streamers like lost hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That's nice. We were also streamers, mind you. We did actually
We
make money today,
lost.
so
We lost so much.
yeah, a lot.
I
They
think
just
that
make
was
they
our
make too
lowest
much,
viewership
eh?
on a Tuesday ever.
Some do, some don't. But
Yeah, actually, I was talking about that to someone today, where I was just like, their margins are just so like stupid, right? Like they just sit here
It's
with
just-
their
thank
well,
you,
once they have
Zach.
their
We love
initial
you.
setup cost.
Thank you so much for your
There are
contributions.
those streamers who put money into their content and do unique content, that costs money to do. Then there's other streamers who are like, "Hi guys, this is my 165th day playing Valorant for 9 hours." Like, yeah, you are playing a free game on your same tech you had since the beginning. Your profit margins are literally like whatever it costs to live where you like. That's even you don't have an office. That doesn't even count.
like to the average person, you tell them like oh, this guy has got $100 million contract.
It's a lot of
Like
money.
means I think and they're like, no, I didn't. Like, no, like these people are making hundreds of $1,000s a month
Because they are the
No,
top
they
of
don't
the top of
believe
the
you.
top.
I know they are the top of the top, but like no one believe. People pay to see this shit. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I would never really pay for it. I think I've donated once.
I still actually I can't watch streamers.
Really?
I can't really either.
See,
I've been spoiled by YouTube giving me their like
highlights.
best ofs, and now it's at the highlights, and it's at a point where even if they don't do it themselves, someone comes in. I can watch podcasts, but what I am watching podcasts though, I'm actually watching it of professional comedians who have done the hard like knots in some ways. I'm not saying Twitch streamers haven't, right? But like the only way that a comedian gets big enough to have a big podcast that I find is because they're super successful, and these people are hilarious for the hour and a half that they have, which is scripted or unscripted.
And it's just kind of crap. Like unless you're like pay money Wubby or Dr. Disrespect, who just always are kind of keeping their audience engaged. Like a lot of these streamers, they just sit around for like 10, 20 minutes. Like
I feel like that's sometimes where you get the real them, which I think people like from a people watching perspective. But the thing again, like, so people always say the argument to why you can watch Twitch streamers is, you can sit there and watch your friend play a game. Like you can go to someone's house, watch them play games, and it's like, yeah, sure. Like whenever you stream that, so I've had no matter where I am, I've always been like, oh, I'll watch you play.
Yeah.
And like I've just been like sitting there for 2 hours watching you play TFT or something. I couldn't actually really care too much when you play Black Ops, but I like TFT, so I like watching you play TFT. That's also because I like you. Like it's you. I know you, and then later when we jump on, or the next day, I talk to you about it with a Twitch stream where it's literally like I'm watching some random dude do it. Now, watching someone who's really good at a game or who's really smart and spends their time on Twitch, this is maybe the one time where I would watch them, but I still don't. Is so there's Twitch streamers that play like strategy games and they outline their thoughts for the entire game.
Some of that's deluxe, right?
Yeah, like if you're watching a pro, I'm using TFT again, but I know there's a streamer that goes on a podcast Matzo and I watch called PKA, Filthy Robots, who I'm thinking of, and he plays games like Civ 5.
Yeah,
now, if I was back in my Civ 5 phase and I was still in uni and had 8 hours a day to do whatever the fuck I want, I probably would watch that. I probably would watch a Civ 5 streamer and hear their thoughts on how to play the game. Meanwhile, if you watch someone like Shroud, which is entertaining, hey Shroud, what's your strategy for winning Apex? Oh, I just like run in and hit all my shots. You're like, thank you.
It's literally just kids as well, because you remember who else has that much time to just sit around and watch people?
That's what it comes down to. Every single person on Twitch that has a certain level of following, like 1,000+ of regular viewers, they know for a fact that like the majority of them is children, because it just has to be.
Yeah.
With working from home, it becomes a bit easier, but even then, like they're not like dialed in viewers because they're working from home. But Malachi's making a good point. I feel like that's the thing. When I watch someone play a game, it ends up making me want to play it. Like I'll watch a YouTube highlight of a Twitch streamer. He's like, yeah, here's how this game went. I'm like, you know what? That looks fun. I'm gonna jump. Like it makes me really want to play the game. And sometimes when you suck at it, or when you're not doing well in the game, you're like, oh, I'm annoyed, but I enjoy this game. All right, I'm gonna go watch someone be good at it. But I don't want to dive into a stream and have it be like Matzo says, you get like an hour of idle time sometimes, where it's like nothing happens.
Yeah. I mean, I think for me, like, I never understood this fucking streaming. Like, why would people watch this? This was sort of like my thing. I was like, this is kind of weird. But
I understood it as a lonely person's obsession.
yeah, and that's to
And
me
it's
like
not
what I
that
kind of
anymore.
got.
I don't see it as that anymore.
But
It feels like it's just the new norm.
well, that was the
Right.
thing. I think for me, like, oh yeah, that's a pretty good stream though, Mal. That's pretty good. I'd watch that.
I'd
Actually.
watch that.
That's
I'd watch
pretty
that.
good.
Actually, that's pretty
So,
funny.
that's
That
a good
shows that
stream.
you never know when you're gonna get a hilarious moment from the kids. So
Yeah.
I'm watching that. Like that's just great.
But like to me, like knowing like a lot of my like I've got a few friends who stream and like obviously like Drunken Ginger like we've had on the stream. Like it kind of makes sense now to me. Like it's more about the community and people reacting with you. So like you know, for example, you're playing a game or whatever. Like let's say you're playing a horror game, and someone in the community goes, "All right, we go around that corner," and it's like that's like a jump scare there or something like that. Like, that's cool. Like those sort of moments are really cool. But
And-
it is hard to direct all those, you know.
And you know, in some ways as well, I think it comes down to like a lot of the streamers that might not be unbelievably skilled at games. What they do have though, is that they are a person that plays. Like, say if they're a single player game, like the streamer, whatever. What they have, what another person might not have that watches them, is the money to go and buy a new game every time it comes out.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of people who are like, "Oh, that game looks really cool. I'm not gonna be able to afford that, so I'm just gonna watch someone play it, and then like maybe I'll buy it if it's $10 later if it looks good. But at the very least, new game came out, it's $80 right now. I'm not paying for it. I can just watch someone play it. That's good enough for me.
That's it.
I know a few people like that. That's not me.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't spoil that. I'm gonna buy it at some point.
See, I used to do that when I was like streaming to fucking 2 people. Because I'd always buy the latest games. Like I still always do it. So I'd always, whenever I buy it, I'd be like, all right, let's stream it, chuck it on.
Yeah.
Didn't help much because I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. And still don't.
The only games I'd want to stream people is like strategy games, and even then, I'm just not good enough at any of them.
Yeah.
Like I'd love to be like, all right, guys, here's me play a TFT, and just see how we go.
Yeah.
I suck at it.
Shall we wrap it up there?
Oh shit, yeah, 10 past. Yeah, fair. Yeah, that's a good amount of time.
I need to go to bed, boys.
Ah, little sleepy little baby. He's a bit sleepy. Oh, little baby. Gotta have a little nap.
Guys, come on, I'm a little sleepy.
Thank you, Mallow. We try to be entertaining. Thank you. Very sweet.
We're getting there. We're getting
Yeah,
there.
We're
coming.
We might need to do an actual like bonus stream throughout the week at some point while we're playing something.
Yeah, let us know if you guys are interested. We've been toying with the idea of gaming for a bit. So, thank you for the follow, Devil's Tail. Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. You're the best. Number 1.
All right, now cut the show.
Yeah, sorry. Anyways, thank you all so much. Play Devour. I'm not sure what Devour is. But
Mate. We've got it written down.
Sorry. All right. All right. I'm really sorry. Okay. All right. Let me end this. All right, everybody. Thank you again so much for watching. It's been an excellent episode. Thank you all for your contributions. If you're on YouTube, again, a couple buttons here and there. We want to give shout outs to everyone who donated and joined us tonight because you've all been a blessing. We do this for you. Thank you all so much. Bye.